Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 23rd, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Sunday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about Tropical Storm Dawn over the north central tropical Atlantic. Also, we're going to talk about Invest 95L. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Monday, and Tuesday. Alrighty, so if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day, and love to have everybody who is a viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash it, and that way you get a chance to see my forecast twice per day. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, we're looking at Tropical Storm Dawn. Still got that center circulation, still have winds of 65 miles per hour. It did become a hurricane yesterday, but weakened back down to a tropical storm. As expected, as it moved over cooler water, it hit one little spot in the tropical Atlantic. That's what boosted it to a tropical hurricane yesterday. Also, as I mentioned yesterday in yesterday's video, it did have a center of circulation, look like an eye in the rotation. Even look like it's got a little bit of rotation around the center of the storm as well. So, I would not be surprised it still could be a hurricane still, but the National Hurricane Center still got it as a tropical storm. Alright, let's take a look at some information on Tropical Storm Dawn. This is the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, this is 11 a.m. advisory on Tropical Storm Dawn. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. it should be a remnant low. It should say goodbye to dawn. But if you're tracking it at home, here's the coordinates. It's 43.9 north, longitude 47.8 west. Movement is to the north-northeast at 16 miles per hour. And maximum sustained winds currently at 65 miles per hour with higher gusts. And it's classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Yesterday it was 75, so that was classified as a hurricane. Anything from 74 miles per hour to 110 miles per hour is classified as a hurricane. So that is the information on Tropical Storm Dawn from the National Hurricane Center. Let's take a look at the intensity guidance. You'll see that the intensity will go down on this system on a deep decline, and the winds, and over the next 36 hours it should become a tropical depression and then become post-tropical cyclone in the tropical Atlantic. Alright, let's move on to 95L. In the central tropical Atlantic, located not poorly organized this afternoon. Activity today is currently to the north and to the southwest of the system. So it should get its act together a little bit. I still expect it to become tropical depression number 6, and then tropical storm Emily maybe sometime in the next couple of days. All right. I think I went to the wrong spot. Okay. As you can see, the hurricane model takes it straight into North to South America, well, northern portion of North to South America through the southern Leeward Islands. The GEFS takes it through the Central Caribbean Islands. The intensity guide, let's click on that one real quick and I'll show you that, and then we'll take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Here's the intensity guidance, about 25 knots. About a handful now. The model now take it to a tropical storm. The rest of them do kind of take it into just right along the tropical storm and tropical depression border. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that as well. Alright, let's take a look at the weather map across the local radar across the nation. As you can see, we got scattered activity up here in the northeast United States, across New York State, down toward Hattiesburg, Pennsylvania. Also down in the Virginia mountains of western North Carolina, up here around Charlotte, North Carolina as well. Also, we got some activity down here into the portions of the southern Georgia area, northern Florida. Got widespread showers and storms for you guys. Also moving through central Florida, around the Tampa area, we're toward Jacksonville, Florida. Also into the Gulf of Mexico. We got scattered activity over here at southwestern portions of Arizona. Also over southern portions of New Mexico. Also in the north portion of Mexico as well. Also we got some over here in southern California, just east of Los Angeles. That's activities moving your way. Also, we got also up here in North Dakota, and also some over here in portions of Michigan, down toward Detroit, also into Toledo, Ohio as well, and toward Akron, Ohio. Also eastern portion of Indiana as well, a little bit in Illinois, and we're going to take a tour up here. We got a little bit in North Dakota, also up here in Winnipeg, just east of Winnipeg, Canada. Also, we got some up here toward Ontario, Canada. That is, excuse me. And also up towards Quebec, Canada as well. Alright, we're going to take a tour over toward Vancouver, Canada. Right over in this area here toward Victoria, Namora, Washington State. Looks pretty clear. We got some showers and storms, like I said, over just north of, just west of Vancouver, Canada, that is, and your region. Okay. I'm trying to get used to this new radar system, so that's why I'm navigating it across the page. I think we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for the Charlotte area. I'm going to try to zoom into that vicinity here, into North Carolina. Like I say, I'm trying to navigate this new radar system. I must can't zoom in too close. Have to leave it way off, I see. Well, anyway, we're going to go to the watch and warning advisory map since I'm still learning how to navigate that new radar system. Okay, as you can see, we got that flood advisory report in Virginia. There's that severe thunderstorm warning around just east of Charlotte, North Carolina. Advisory special weather statements for southwest and flood warnings there in southwest Georgia. Also some special weather statements and flood advisories for portions of North Florida. Also along the coastal areas there, we got some special marine warnings also on the west coast of Florida. Southern Florida got that heat advisory, and also it says a heat warning for a couple of counties there as well. Heat advisory for southern Texas. Air quality alert for northeast Texas, also up here in northern portions of Minnesota. We still got heat advisory for portions of Montana. Also in Idaho, and also in the north central portions of Nevada. Also a little bit in portion of Arizona and Utah as well. We got some air quality, sets of heat warnings in effect for southern portion of Arizona, western Arizona, southern Nevada, central southern California, northwestern portion of Utah. Red flag warnings in effect for portion of central and northeastern Montana. Also southern and northern portions of Washington State. Also southern Oregon, southwestern Idaho, and northern portions of California. Fire weather watches are in effect for portions of eastern Washington State, northwestern Montana, northern Idaho as well. Air quality alerts also in effect for portions of Oregon State and also portions of California there as well. Alright, river flood warning is also still in effect for South Dakota. Alright, red flag warning, special weather statements for central and eastern Alaska. Northern portion of the Hawaiian chain island looks good. South side got a few gale warnings as well. Alright, storm prediction center time. Okay, it's slowly coming up. Okay, we still got those general thunderstorm for portion of Vermont down to portion of Arkansas, all the way back in Nevada, and also portion of Montana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan region, all the way down to Southern California, through Arizona, New Mexico, Southern Texas, into portion of Georgia, Southern Florida, marginal risk over here in Arizona, also marginal risk over in Missouri, all the way into North Dakota, Minnesota, central northern Florida, all the way into the eastern Carolinas, and much of the Carolinas and southern portions of Virginia. We have a slight risk of severe weather over here in portions of western North Carolina, all the way into upstate South Carolina as well for today. Alright, let's see if we can get back to, there we go. I forgot to do this here. If you live in Charlotte, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, High Point, North Carolina, Gastonia, North Carolina, slight risk of severe weather this afternoon. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, Jacksonville, Florida, Tucson, Arizona, Kansas City, Missouri, Mesa, Arizona, marginal risk for severe weather. Tornado probability less than 2%. Winds 5% brown, 15% yellow. If you live in Charlotte, North Carolina to Gastonia, North Carolina, surrounding area, 15%. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Mesa, Arizona, and Jacksonville, Florida, Kansas City, Missouri, Tucson, Arizona, 5% risk for damaging winds, hail, 5% brown. This includes Kansas City, Missouri, Omaha, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Overland Park, Kansas. Okay, that's the 5% risk area. All right, day 2. Alright, general thunderstorm from the northeast to the southeast, portion of the Midwest, also the southwest, and portion of the upper Midwest. Marginal risk over here in portion of Pennsylvania into portion of Vermont. Same over here in Ohio, all the way back into Minnesota and Wisconsin. If you live in Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Kansas City, Missouri, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Marginal risk for severe weather on your Monday. Tornado probability, less than 2% all areas. Winds, 5% brown, same areas I called out, Indianapolis, Indiana to Minneapolis, Minnesota, surrounding areas. Hail probability, same areas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Minneapolis, Minnesota, surrounding areas. And let's take a look at day 3. Oh, excuse me. Alright, general thunderstorm from the Outer Banks of North Carolina down to the Florida Keys, also down to Texas, also into portions of Tennessee, to the northeast, to Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, to Montana, all the way back to Arizona and New Mexico. Marginal risk over here in portions of Nebraska, all the way into North Dakota. If you live in Fargo, North Dakota, Rapid City, South Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota, Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Monmouth, North Dakota, marginal risk, probability, 5%, same location, Fargo, North Dakota to Minot, North Dakota, and surrounding areas. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next one.